Hey guys, and welcome back to Teal House Farm. Today we're going to show you part 2 of our organization and storage for big families in a small space. First video I'll link here. We talked a little bit about how I organized the pantry and then also how I organized all the kids' games and activities, and that was a big project, but it's working out really well and I'm glad I spent time doing that. Today we're going to cover a lot of things. We're going to talk about kitchen pots and pans when you don't really have any cabinet space. We have a very small kitchen compared to the size family that we have, I would say. There just isn't a lot of cabinet space. So it just takes a little creativity to get everything worked out, and we'll show you that. We'll show you a little bit more of the pantry because I did make some updates, added some new storage that's actually working out really well. Show you the homeschool area, which was a disaster if you remember from the last video, and it's now set up much better to be able to be a lot neater looking and also easier for the girls to keep clean. And we'll also show you the laundry area, which we have been able to squeeze some more storage in there for things that really need to stay inside, but we just don't have any extra closets here, so really had to make it work. So come join us, we'll show you what we got. Pantry, I went and bought this organizer. It's sort of a shoe holder, but you'll notice the bottom has these two larger pockets and this one really big pocket. I got it for $10 at Target, and it's cloth on the back, which I really like because I think it'll hopefully last a lot longer than the plastic ones you usually see. Instead of using the over-the-door hooks, because I don't have a door to hang it over, I just screwed 3 screws in, left enough space that you can hang the hooks on. You can hang these rivets in there nice and securely. I'm using this for all the things that are in the pantry that were constantly getting lost that I've noticed, you know, like sprinkles for decorating cakes, toothpicks, cookie cutters, the little things that I always knew I had, but then like you couldn't find them because they were just hiding behind something big. Now they're all really easy to find. And I'm also excited because one of my goals this month is to replace a lot of my one-use plastics in the kitchen. Like these Ziploc bags that I use for when we pack lunch boxes for the girls, with reusable silicone products. And one of the things I held off on and not ordered them is because I didn't know how I was going to store them without them being just like this giant heap of a mess. But this will be a great solution. So I'm going to be able to store those reusable silicone baggies. I'm going to be able to store like bees wrap instead of plastic wrap. It'll be a great solution, I think, for keeping those things organized and accessible for when I need them. And just like everybody else, we have our bags of bags. It's funny to think now, but there have been times in past years where I actually like ran out of plastic baggies. We use them for trash can liners because it's free. And I usually use reusable bags when I shop at the grocery store, but they don't let you use them and have not let us use them for a year. And with 7 of us at home, we buy a lot of groceries, and so we get a lot of bags, and it's getting a little out of control. And so hopefully we can go back to using the cloth bags soon so that we can stop collecting so much waste up there. The homeschool area. This is my nifty little cubby desk. Each child gets a cubby, so this is Micah right here. These are the books she's currently using. This is kind of JJ's. It's all the coloring books and things like that. And down here on the bottom are my teacher things that I need. And we have boxes for pencils, crayons, and markers. And then Ivy has a box. Annie has her preschool stuff. And then down here on the bottom is more things for JJ and Annie, just some busy learning type activities that they can do during school. I put up this curtain to block what's behind. Before it was just a hot mess. This is actually a tablecloth, by the way, and a tension rod. Got it at the dollar store. I figured for $2, you can definitely hide a mess. So under here, I bought this is a cabinet storage shelf. It's meant for actually a kitchen cabinet, but it worked just fine. We have our math manipulatives, several sets of them depending on what they're doing. We have glue and tape, our printer, this lamp, and this basket are actually my online teaching. I work from home teaching online for VIP Kid, and it's how I'm able to financially contribute right now. And it's been a great experience. And one of the challenges has been what to do with my stuff that I need to teach when I'm not teaching, because the girls were always getting into it, and then I couldn't find Dino, and I need Dino. So I'm gonna try keeping it under here in a basket. Before I was having to keep it up on one of those shelves above the desk, and it looked so messy. And I'm hoping if it's here in the basket behind the curtain and they don't just see it all day, that they won't be running around with those things. So we'll see how that works. And then I also have some other random homeschool things. We're gonna do a project, and those are some of the materials I need for it. And the lamp is because it has to be extra bright when I teach online, so I have to put another lamp in the room so that it's bright enough for my students to see me. We got these cool paper organizers at Target too. These are nice wood ones, so I'm hoping they last a long time. We've got construction paper, I have my laminating sheets, and lots of lined writing paper for little people, computer paper, and some extra thick white paper for painting. Pencil basket and these walkie-talkies, which the girls love going on adventures with outside, so they're always plugged in charging. And this is all of our stuff for Osmo. Osmo is a series of learning games that you can get for a Kindle, and it comes with these cool like activity bricks and things, and it uses the camera on the Kindle to see what the kids are putting down or drawing to make sure it's correct. It's pretty cool, and the girls really enjoy it, and it's a nice extra treat that they can do if they finish their book work. They're able to also do a learning game, and it's been a lot of fun. And then reading books, flashcards, my beginner readers, which I do not want little people ripping pages out of, so they stay up. And then this basket next to the desk is our Atlas, and then when we have library books, they also go in here so they don't get mixed up with our regular books. Comes to homeschool storage, my best piece of advice is to figure out what books you can get from your library that you don't need to buy. Books create a lot of clutter, and books are awesome and kids need to read, but you can get a lot of what you need from the library and just be cycling it in and out instead of having these giant bookshelves or tubs or clutter in your house of books for your kids to read. Plus, if you have a lot of little children like we do, books easily get ruined, which is why we have to keep them up, out of the way. So having library books, we have a designated spot for library books. They're not allowed to use them unless they ask. Even the little ones know that. Keeps them safe and together, and keeps books healthy and happy. Because space is limited, we store pots and pans on this set of pegboards on the wall. And these are totally movable. They come out. You can just pick a new spot for them so we can move them around. Right now I have everything pushed up because I was painting the wall and didn't want to paint on the pots. But they're easily accessible, they're out of the way, and they aren't taking up any space in cabinets. This is my redone spice rack, so spices are up on the wall, again not taking up any space in cabinets. Cabinets are for plates, cups, coffee, and more cups and more plates. I store my cast iron my cast iron grills and cookie sheets in this stand-up one and muffin tins. I have my 9x13 pans under the stove, big pots in this corner cabinet. My crock pot and bread maker are down here, and some more big pots. You need a lot of big pots when you have a lot of little kids. KitchenAid is under the sink, and then we just have a couple pull-out drawers for things like silverware and mixing spoons, and this bottom one here has girls' reusable water cups, things like that. And really, I don't feel like I need any more storage. I feel like that works just fine. I do have a couple really big items like my canner, and this shelf up here serves that purpose. You got a pressure canner and a water bath canner. That's all Sam's milking supplies. And like my roasting pan and another really big pot. I do have a dehydrator, and I have an Instapot, and I actually hardly ever use it. Probably should try. People say that they're wonderful, so I probably should try. What I've found when it comes to big families, smaller spaces, especially smaller kitchen, is that you really have to be decisive about what appliances you really need, especially the little appliances. We don't have a microwave, we don't have a toaster. You can toast bread in the oven. And when you're talking about toasting bread for 7 people anyway, a toaster would take you forever doing 2 pieces at a time. So it's just faster to do it in the oven. We don't have a coffee pot. We use a stovetop percolator. I do have a couple small appliances. I do have a KitchenAid mixer. I do have a bread maker, which I love and use multiple times a week, and a crock pot. But I just try to stay away from gadgets. You know, I don't want an air fryer, even though they do look cool. I can't store it very well. It would just be a mess of a clutter, and I don't feel like it would provide any new convenience that would really be worth my time and my space, because space in here is very limited. Okay, almost done. Now the darkest corner of the house is my laundry cabinet because it has no light in it. So I'm going to do my best to show you. If you watched the last video, you'll know that we now hang our games up in a sweater organizer. That's it in the corner there. Those are all the girls' board games and activities. Under it is homeschool supplies for when I teach at the co-op we take the girls to. I just keep that all separate because those are my really nice supplies that we don't use at home, just at co-op. That is glass recycling. We are able to recycle glass here, but that's the only thing we can recycle. I can't recycle metal or plastic, which kind of stinks. And then we have cleaning rags. This is the girls' Play-Doh and their painting supplies, and then all my laundry stuff. If you've been watching for a little bit, you'll know that I keep toys in the stairwell to the basement, and then I switch out boxes every couple days. We'll just bring one in for the little kids to play with during school, and then it goes back. Helps keep the toy clutter out of the house. And I would love to be able to put the Play-Doh and the paint stuff there. That would make sense, but I can't because the stairwell to the basement is not at all insulated or anything. So whatever the temperature is outside, that's what it is in that stairwell, and so I'm sure that would just destroy the Play-Doh and the paint. So it's just gonna be up there until we need it. That is all I have for you today. I would love to hear any hacks that you have for storing with limited space, especially when there's a lot of people in that limited space. Stay tuned, we have new videos coming up every Wednesday and Saturday. We have replanting the greenhouse. I have some new canning videos that we're going to be doing. I'm excited about those. It's been a while. So, and if you have anything you want to see, please comment below. We'd love ideas of what you would love to see. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Did you get tired of waiting for Mommy to be done?
Here's Sassy here now. Hey, is that yours?
Is that for me? Oh, okay. Bye-bye.